let's go on. This is my new record.
New record?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Well, my new album is called Breaking Through the BS.
Love the title.
Yeah, and this, let's see, is that the A side I was playing? Well, anyway, one of the songs are called the Bo Pop Shake.
The Bo Pop Shake?
Yeah.
Is that a single release?
Not yet. This is put out by XXX Records. I was coming here so much that they thought I lived here. I was trying about 4 or 5 years ago is to get a visa. I was ready when I stepped off the plane. Where did we start at? Let's go. We had a dynamite set in Brisbane, you know, and it was really good.
And how's the audience reaction been?
Fantastic, you know, and I think tonight is going to be fantastic too, you know.
Do you have any memories of previous tours in Australia? Any highlights that stand out? You might want to
Yeah, they were all good. I mean, that's one of the things that led me to feel like I would fit in here, you know, as almost like a family, you know. I'm gonna become an elbow, you know, and it just feels good, you know. And you know, some places you go, you can find some place in your own country or your own hometown that makes you feel down, man. I don't care what you do, you just can't get out of the mud, you know. And I feel like it would be a great big step, but it'd be worth it, you know, to come here because I have a lot, I feel, to offer to a lot of younger musicians that are coming up. And that's one of the things I'm into, is trying to help young people also talk to people concerning drugs and things like this and telling young people and in fact everybody to back off of that junk, you know, because it's a one-way trip, you know, and it's no good, and it's not the idea I'm grown and I can do what I want to do. It's the idea of using your head and be constructive and not destructive of yourself, destruction of yourself, you know. And if you can get a few people to start talking to one another, like youngsters telling their friends, don't do that, man. I like to see you still around, you know. And I know you as Junior or Edward or John, and I'd like to still know you as Edward or John, you know. Not one day say, well, Edward's gone and Edward won't be back, you know.
With all the artists appearing in this revival tour, are there any that you're working with again after many years?
I don't know. Yeah, we work together. The Everly Brothers and I haven't seen each other in about 25 years. But it was really good to be back with them, you know. And it felt good, you know. But I see Chuck Berry all the time, you know.
Well, with the current music scene, what do you think of it, and where do you think it's going in the future with music in general? Pop charts.
I think that it's all mixed up right now. You know, it's a mixture. You know, everything's being played. You know, you got different radio stations for different formats. That's what this album's all about. You know, I didn't direct this album at one class of people or one body of music. I tried to hit every format that's out there. And that was the only way I figured a guy at my age could get some airplay. I had to come back and hit them with their own stick, you know.
It's the name of the game.
Mm-hmm. And
it's a pleasure to meet you.
Take care of yourself, man.
Thanks,
right on. See, that's the way you do an interview. See, you end it off with the music. You know? You got something that somebody else ain't got.
Thanks, Bo. Pleased to meet you.
Girl, my mother, you know what she say? You eat, don't you? wash their dishes.
Where did you grow up, huh?
Chicago. Yeah, see, and that's one of the things that's happening, but you got a lot of old folks that don't want to face the problem of what that's running everything. It's to straighten the shit out by saying, hey, you got all these kids out of school and no jobs. Because first of all, the unions jump up and say, oh, you can't hire him. You know, you gotta have a union man. But the union man don't want to work for the price that he's gonna pay the kid because the kid's not really experienced, you understand? So it's all fucked up. It's messed up big time. See, when you can get some of the kids off the street, they got nothing to do but create habit. And see, it ain't like it was 10 years ago or 15 years ago. You know, 15 years ago, you can see the difference yourself. There's something wrong with this generation right here that's not fitting in right. You know, okay, we had the hippie society, you know, the hippie generation that came through that was in a slot. Now we got the kids of the hippies, which is screwed up something terrible. You know what I'm saying? They are really totally, you know what I'm saying? They don't know why the drug problem is. I got a good idea. Because if the scientists are right, if they say that if your father and mother's an alcoholic, 2 to 1, you might turn out to be the one. So it's a 90% chance of 60 to 40 chance that you'll turn out to drink at some time in your life. As soon as that gene comes up and pushes it, where is that you start craving this stuff, you know what I'm saying? There's a thing in you that makes you crave something and you might fight it off for a while, you know what I'm saying? But eventually one day you're gonna start to pinch it, you know? It's like stealing a little piece of this lettuce. That's why you keep on, you eat the whole bowl. You know what I'm saying? You eat the whole bowl and after a while, oh shit. You know? If you really like it, you go get your head, the whole head, and eat the whole head, you know what I'm saying? And you could become hooked on lettuce, you know? Now, too much lettuce might kill you too, you know what I'm saying? But not as quick as drugs. See, and so you got the kids that are coming along, a lot of them from the hippie era, that their parents was just swallowing anything and everything they could get their hands on, LSD and all this kind of stuff. Now baby's born in the world, and he's running around the streets, smoking cocaine and freebasing, and now they done got this new thing called crack, and they got something in Washington D.C. called Love Boat. You know, this stuff is killing them like flies, but everybody thinks like, oh, it can't happen to me. I know where I'm going. I know what's happening, baby, you know. And they're wrong. I can definitely say that they're wrong. They don't know what they're fooling with. When they're fooling with this stuff, it's like a rat. We don't know if a rat, when he eats poison, if he went back for the second lick, or he ate the whole thing at the first time, you understand? We don't know how many times it takes him to go and eat that rat poison you put down there for him, but eventually it'll kill it. You understand? Some people, the same way. The first time they fool with drugs, they're gone. Just that quick. It may take some 15 years, 15 weeks, 10 weeks, 2 months, you understand what I mean? But eventually it'll get you. Definitely will get you. Guaranteed.
Maybe we better make you president.
Huh?
Better make you president.
Well, see, if I was elected president, I ain't gonna promise you nothing. And if I'm elected, that's just what you're gonna get. That's a damn thing.
Guess what?
What?
In the primary in New York City, Dinkins, who was my favorite, beat Koch. Dinkins is a black guy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Koch is out?
Well, he's out of the primary. Out of the primary. Isn't that great?
Oh, Koch has done had it.
Yeah, thank you.
He started making his pockets look like footballs.
He's a stupid guy. I mean, has too much corruption.
No, he said one thing wrong the other day.
He says a lot of things.
He said the wrong thing the other day.
What'd he say?
Huh?
What'd he say?
Something about that when this black cat got killed, got beat up, killed or something. He made the wrong statement.
What'd he say?
And I said, goodbye, Cox. You finished. That's all it takes, huh? Something really rude. I forgot exactly word to word, but it was against. It was against. What was going, you know.
Listen, could you bring that microphone?
No, hey, my man. I forgot that. I was.
You were busy?
I had a problem. I'll tell you about it.
Oh, all right. Oh, no, I forgive you. We got 2 more minutes. I just wanted to see how it sounded.
You don't take shit. My bad.
I'm settling for that.
After a while.
Oh, poor guy.
After a while.
I got a week of that. They didn't
What do
lose
I
it.
got?
I said,
They told
okay,
you.
now y'all.
What do I have to be happy about?
Oh,
How
yeah.
are the monitors?
They're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my teeth were busy sticking to my lips. So.
Yes.
I think it was loud. That was great.
Yeah,